contestants for this hour in the 24-hour game show marathon. One of them will walk away the winner. The rest will leave with nothing, as round by round, they are voted off as the weakest link.
Welcome to the weakest link. Any of the people here today could be the champion of this hour of the 24-hour game show marathon. They barely know each other. However, they'll have to work as a team. All but one will leave with nothing as round by round, we eliminate the player voted the weakest link. Let's meet the team.
Just answer questions. Yeah.
Let's meet the team. How do I make it play the thing? Hold on 1 second. All right. Oh, Rich, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Rich. I do stuff, and welcome to the game show marathon.
Great.
Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm here.
Great. Let's practice passing the mic too.
Yeah.
I'm Rob, and I also do stuff.
Christian Carrion, co-host, organizer of the 24-hour game show marathon. Love to be here. Woo!
Oh, that sounded much smarter than what I said.
John Caldwell, and I try to do as little as possible.
I'm Dave, and I do more than everyone else here, I think.
I'm Brian, and I probably do less than everybody here. So.
Fair enough. Now, the rules. In each round, the aim is to answer enough questions correctly to reach your $250,000 target within the time limit. The fastest way, how do I go to the next thing? Cory, you made the gosh darn hecking weakest link script.
Oh,
excuse me one second.
What was the thing we said?
Well, I don't have the thing. Oh, I have to hit the right button. There it is. Stupid. All right. Yeah, your goal is to get to the $125,000 target within the time limit. The fastest way to reach that target is to create a chain of 8 answers. Get your question wrong, and this chain breaks, and you lose all the money in that chain. If you say the word bank before your question is asked, your money is safe. However, you will start a brand new chain. Only money that's been banked will carry over to the next round. The first round lasts for 3 minutes, and the order that you've been that your standing has been randomly assigned because I didn't really tell you what to do. We'll start with the player in the first position. That's you, Rich.
Yep, hi.
Let's play the weakest link. The first question is for $1,000. Start the clock. Montgomery is the capital of which U.S. state?
Alabama?
Correct. How many squares does a Rubik's Cube have on each side?
Is that me?
Yes.
9.
Correct. Rob, what caramel-covered popcorn snack has given away more than 17 billion toys since 1912?
Cracker Jack.
Correct. Christian, what type of bird does the president pardon every year at Thanksgiving?
Hey, turkey.
Correct. John, on which continent would you find the Carpathian Mountains?
Europe.
Correct. On which what was that?
Bank.
Oh, no. On which Canadian city is the capital of the province of Quebec?
Quebec.
I'll give that to you. Correct. What does Na represent in the periodic table?
NA is sodium.
Correct. The 1992 Summer Olympic Games were hosted by which European city?
Berlin?
Barcelona. From which religion are the leaders of the religious community known as imams?
Islam.
Correct. In humans, what H are chemicals that regulate body functions such as metabolism, growth, and sexual development?
Hormones.
Correct. In which 1942 film does the character Rick Blaine say the line, "Of all the gin joints and all the towns in the world, she walks into mine"?
Oh, I don't know. Casablanca.
Correct. Oh. In computers, which unit represents a greater amount of data, a megabyte or a gigabyte?
Gigabyte.
Correct. What nation was the first to launch a woman into space?
Russia. USSR.
Correct. What is the longest river in Africa?
The Nile.
Correct.
Bank.
If a slug moves 6 inches in an hour, how many hours would it take to move a yard if it moved at the same pace?
Pass, that's too much.
6 hours. Which sport is named chess on ice?
Chess on ice. Hockey?
Curling. Which ocean covers about around 35% of the Earth's surface?
The Pacific.
Correct. Which branch of the armed forces did the Village People sing about?
The Navy.
Correct. Who directed the 1968 film Rosemary's Baby?
Pass.
Roman Polanski. In the film The Lion King, what kind of animal was Pumbaa?
A warthog.
Correct. In Greek mythology, which god had his oracle at Delphi?
Apollo.
Correct. According to the Gospel of St. Luke, for what reason did Mary and Joseph have to go to Bethlehem?
To give birth to Jesus.
It was a census. Which Shakespearean character said, "But soft, what light through yonder window breaks"?
Romeo.
Correct. Mary O'Brien is better known as what 70s singer?
Cher.
Dusty Springfield. What actor wrote and played a modern-day Cyrano de Bergerac in the 1987 film Roxanne?
Steve Martin.
Correct. What
Bank.
Midwestern state capital is Lansing?
Michigan.
Correct. Which explorer took the Pinta, Nina, and Santa
Christopher
Maria?
Columbus.
Correct. Time is up. That money goes away. Team, out of a possible $125,000, you banked $76,000.
That's pretty good.
That's very good. I have very little to say right now. That money will go through to the next round, but one of you will not take a card and a marker whose IQ is lower than President Trump's approval rating and reading grade combined. Who's one deflated football short of another Patriots Super Bowl win? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
In that round, David was the strongest link and banked the most money. Rich was the weakest link, but actually he banked more than David by 25,000. Who will be voted off as the weakest link? It's the votes that count.
Just hold them to your chest, and I'll go one at a time and reveal the votes. Voting is voting over?
I guess it is.
It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link. Rich, who'd you vote for?
Brian.
Brian.
Yes.
Kathy?
Rich.
Oh yeah, pass the
Also
mic down.
Rich.
Brian.
Rich.
Rich.
Damn,
let's-
really? I didn't think I'd be the first to go.
Hold on. Let's give some talkies first. Christian. Yeah. How do?
Just fine, actually. How are you?
How do you think you did in that round?
I don't think I missed a question. I think I did pretty okay. I didn't bank any money, but I got some low-level stuff, so.
Okay, great. Why Rich?
No, I voted for Brian.
Why Brian?
Well,
but really, why Rich? No,
they
why
both
Brian?
got some conspicuously incorrect answers, but I thought Rich was more entertaining, and I that's. You weren't entertaining.
Is that correct? Brian? Yep. No, Brian didn't.
Honestly, it was just those are the first two people I thought of that gave a wrong answer, and I honestly picked at random. That was really the only reason why. I really don't like this part of the game because it's weird when you know everybody, kind of.
It is. It's even better.
It's very uncomfortable. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna be here for another 19 hours, so.
Well,
I'm going to make the questions during the Newlywed Game super hard now.
Why? I didn't
Oh, wait,
vote
no,
for
you
you.
did fine. Oh, never mind.
What is everybody not getting?
Sorry.
I did
Never
not
mind.
vote for Rich.
There you go.
Rich,
Yeah.
with 4 votes. 4? Yeah, that's about right. 4 or 5.
All right, so
With the majority of votes, Rich, you are the weakest link.
I'm sorry,
Goodbye.
I think you're lovely.
thank you.
Yeah, and then you guys
What if I have confidence in myself that we can keep growing the chain?
If you think somebody.
Goodbye, Rich.
What's that?
If you think somebody's.
So, the next round is here.
Yeah, no, I know.
So I just have to say bank before I answer your
It's time for
question.
round 2. Team, you've banked $76,000. We are going to take now, looks like I'm taking off 30 seconds off the clock. So now we're going to be down to 2 minutes, 30 seconds. We're going to start off with the strongest link from the last round. That's you, Dave.
Good job.
All right.
So pass the mic over to Dave. Don't.
Surprise.
There's like 4 of us who didn't get anything wrong that game. I mean, I think they're just picking on me now.
Let's play the weakest link. 2 minutes 30 on the clock. Time starts now. Cobalt, cyan, and cerulean are shades of which color?
Blue.
Correct. In pop music, what are the first names of the U.S. pop duo Simon and Garfunkel?
Paul and Art.
Correct. In the animal kingdom, is a tiger cub born blind?
No.
Yes. Add the number of signs of the zodiac to the number of months in a year.
24.
Correct. A decade is a period of how many years?
10.
Correct. What African country's main port is Cape Town?
South Africa.
You're right. In the 1965 film The Sound of Music, how many Von Trapp children are there?
5.
There are 7.
Bank.
What? Well, no. What precious stone
Oh,
is
wait.
used to signify a 75th anniversary?
Platinum.
It's diamond. What is the last name of TV courtroom show host Judge Judy?
Shineland?
Correct.
Shineline?
In a factory, if 2,000 chocolates are produced in an hour, how many are produced in an 8-hour day?
16,000.
Correct. In food, do vegetables make up the raw ingredients of crudité appetizers?
They do.
Correct. Bada and Bing are 2 types of what fruit?
Pass.
Cherries. What is the Japanese term which refers to warrior retainers of Japanese lord from the 12th to the 19th century?
Samurai.
Correct. What does Na represent in the periodic table?
Sodium.
Correct. What Latin name is given to the stiffening of the body after death?
I didn't hear it, but I think rigor mortis.
Correct.
Okay.
In which
Bank.
U.S. state is Cape Cod?
Maine.
It's Massachusetts. A popular Oscar Wilde novel is entitled The Picture of Who?
Dorian Gray.
Correct. Fondant and buttercream are types of what baking implement?
Frosting.
Correct. In literature, the character Nick Carraway narrates which 1925 Ed Scott Fitzgerald
Great
movie?
Gatsby.
Correct. Prosciutto is what type of foodstuff?
It's a meat.
I need you to be more specific.
It's a pork meat.
I can't give
a
that
lunch
to you.
meat.
I'm looking for ham. What activity would you be doing if you were using crampons, carabiners, and ropes?
Rock climbing.
I'll give that to you.
Bank.
In language, is the word cadenza a musical term or a piece of furniture?
Musical term.
Correct.
Bank.
How much should you pay for 8 bananas that cost 15 cents each?
$1.20.
Correct. Cameron
Bank.
Diaz made her feature film debut in which 1994 movie?
Kill Bill.
It's The Mask. What New Orleans Saint head coach had to sit out?
Sean
Time's
Payton.
up. I can't repeat the question. That score is definitely not right. You had banked a 2,500 and then 3,000s. And how do I reset that bank? Did I not implement that? Because that would be funny. Where's my script? Let's see.
We had 76,000 to start with, right?
Yes.
You want me to keep track of it here? Just in case?
That's probably a good idea.
Okay. We can do that.
Well, okay. So, that's not right. Vote for Rich again. Anyway, actually 84,000 seems about right. So, actually, yeah, that can just stay. Yeah, that.
81,500 is the total I got.
You know what? No, 84,000 is right. It's just not resetting prop, but I don't care.
Cool.
Because only money you bank. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, okay. It's another voting time. So, yeah, write down who you think write down who you think is the weakest link. Yes.
In that round, the strongest link was Christian. The weakest link is Brian. But will the votes reflect those statistics?
Nothing is over. It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link. Brian.
Brian.
John.
Okay. Robert.
Hello.
You voted for John.
Yes. I was between him and Brian because Brian has hesitated a lot and has gotten a few answers wrong, but John got 2 wrong in a row, and that's why I had to go with him.
How does this make your life easier because you've just voted for your fiance?
Did I think about that, Cory?
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Great. Dave,
Yes.
why John?
It was a toss-up between John and Brian, and he's a little closer to me, so I want more, elbow room.
So what you're saying is you voted for comfort.
Pretty much, yes.
Christ. All right. Bob, who's the weakest link? It was Brian. Brian, with 3 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I love you.
I think we should applaud the people that leave. But we should still friends
If Can we, let's just say this: we will miss Brian, but we will specifically miss pork meat. All right, another 10 seconds are coming off the clock.
Who is the strongest link?
Who was the strongest link? Christian is the strongest link. Oh wow! So now you're going to you start this round. Another 10 seconds are coming off the clock, so we're down to 2 minutes 20 seconds. Christian, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's play the weakest link. 2:20 on the clock. Time starts now. In science, what is the unit of electric current?
Volt.
It's amps. Which 4-letter B word is the second letter of the Greek alphabet?
Beta.
Correct. What unit of measurement is used for measuring frequency?
Hertz.
Donut. What is the name of the hunter and arch enemy of cartoon character Bugs Bunny?
Elmer Fudd.
Correct. What
Thanks.
U.S. president was assassinated in Buffalo, New York in 1901?
You said bank.
Pass.
It's William McKinley. Good thing he passed. Which basketball star is kidnapped by cartoon characters in the 1996 film Space Jam?
Michael Jordan.
Correct. What songbird was once taken down into mine shafts as a way to test the air?
Canary.
Correct. What animal's belly is the only area on its body not covered by its 30,000 quills?
Porcupine.
Correct. Approximately how long have Homo sapiens been on Earth? 100,000 years or 1,000,000 years?
1,000,000.
100,000 years. If an employee is normally paid $5 an hour, how much is he paid for 4 hours work on a Sunday at time and a half?
$30.
Christ, you're right. What historical figure is famous for saying, "Give me liberty" or "Give me death"?
Patrick Henry.
Correct.
Bank.
In science, when molecules are heated, do they vibrate faster or slower?
Faster.
Correct. In film, James Earl Jones provided the voice for which character in the original Star Wars trilogy?
Darth Vader.
Correct. In pop music, which band had a hit in the 1960s with "Help Me, Rhonda"?
The Beach Boys.
Correct. What is the official language of Liberia?
English?
Correct.
Bank.
What Y-shaped tools do cowboys wear on their boots to urge on the horses?
Repeat it.
What Y-shaped tools do cowboys wear on their boots to urge on the horses?
Oh, chaps.
At Spurs. What huge explosion do many scientists credit with the beginning
Big
of
Bang.
the universe?
Big
Correct. What type of angle is less than 90 degrees?
Acute.
Isn't it? In biology, approximately how many bones are there in the human body? 200 or 400?
200.
Correct.
Bank.
Seismology is the scientific study of which natural phenomena?
Repeat that.
Seismology is the scientific...
Earthquakes.
Correct.
Bank.
In astronomy, pulsar, binary, dwarf, and red giant are all types of what?
Stars.
Correct. Which U.S. state
Bank.
have the most golf courses?
Repeat the question.
Which U.S. state has the most golf
South Carolina.
courses? Florida. Time's up. You got $113,500 in your bank out of a possible $125,000, $250,000, $375,000. I have some insults here, which I'm going to read to you. Who makes Betsy DeVos look like Neil deGrasse Tyson? Who here thinks tricks aren't for kids? It's time to vote off the weakest link. Bob is furiously doing math so he can voice over. It's just tally marks. They've all voted already, so. can be as loud as you'd like.
The strongest link was David. He got all his questions correctly. Chris and John
hear you.
both answered the same number of questions
Don't tell me I'm the
incorrectly,
weakest link.
but Chris banked the most money.
There's
John's the weakest link. I'm so hungry right now.
Let's reveal who you think is the weakest link. Kathy.
Kathy.
Dave.
Dave.
Kathy.
Kathy.
John.
On. Whoa. Whoa. Hey now, let's talk to John.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Why Kathy?
She hesitated a lot, and I feel like she had the most wrong answers.
It's interesting. Interesting. Kathy. Pick up your mic.
Yes.
Why Christian?
He had the most strong answers.
Did he?
At least two.
But he banked a ton of money.
He did. But he had to have a lot of questions repeated.
Takes time. It's all good. Oh well, doesn't matter. With 2 votes, Kathy, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I did not have the most questions.
Now you can eat.
We're literally
Yes.
sending the losers on a slow boat to China.
There's a pork meat meme floating on Twitter. Pork meat. All right. Another 10 seconds comes off the clock. We're down to what? There's 4 people. We're down to 210, ain't we? Yeah, we are. All right. Strongest link from that round was Dave.
We know each other.
I don't know where Bob went. Where the? Okay. Dave, you're gonna start this next round because you were the strongest link
Remember everyone
from
just
the
lean
last
in.
round. Because that's how this game works. Kathy got voted off. I know. How sad. Anyway, let's play the weakest link. 2 minutes 10 seconds in this round. Time starts now. Carl Fredricksen, Russell, and Doug are characters in which 2009 Disney Pixar film?
Up.
Correct. Folic acid is which vitamin?
Vitamin C.
Vitamin B9. Which band released a 2000 album entitled Chocolate, Starfish, and the Hot Dog Flavored Water?
Limp Bizkit.
Correct. In which decade was the singer Bob Dylan born?
1950s.
1940s. Asiago is what type of food product?
Cheese.
Correct. What is the title of the first pop video aired on MTV in 1981?
Video killed the radio star.
Correct. How many children would you have with a set of triplets and a set of quadruplets?
7.
Correct. A
Bing.
rhinologist is concerned with which part of the human body?
Nasal cavity.
Nose. Fine. Bob Hope Airport is in which U.S. state?
California.
Correct.
Bank.
In classical music.
Wow! No, that didn't happen, did it?
Did that happen? Whatever, you're there. All right, just bear with me because I forgot to hit a button.
Sure.
In classical music, by what abbreviated name is a violoncello better known?
The cello.
Correct. A peregrine is what type of bird?
Falcon.
There you go. Someone say bank.
Bank.
There you go. 125 there. So how much was it before? 170 something? Let's see.
Oh, maybe was it like when it got to 125, it triggered the wind
Yeah.
sound? Gotcha. Yeah, okay.
Does this button do anything? No, it doesn't. All right, so you made your goal, team. You're at, I know this number's going to be wrong, but let's just see. $398,500.
Wow!
Sure. All right.
Did
So
it just fly out?
Yeah, it's just... There you go. Whoop. It's the little things that make Scribs happy. All right. Very good. You're all beautiful. You're all going to prom. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
I want to hear what Bob has to say. He's going to talk shit. Go ahead.
The strongest link in that round was David and Chris. They got all their questions right. But John got one of his questions wrong and banked no money for the team. Therefore, John is the weakest link. I love you, Cory.
I love you too, Bob. That's only for the stream. All right, it's time to reveal who you think is Tavika Slink?
Said John.
John.
Dave.
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 John.
John. Ooh. Wait, I think it's... Is it this button? I can hit that button anytime I want, and it makes that noise. Robert.
Hello.
Once again, you voted for your fiance.
He will pay for this.
He will pay for this.
I own a house.
You do realize next is what? The newlywed game?
Newlywed game.
You know you're playing a game where you must work. Why, John?
He's the only person besides myself that I remember getting a question wrong.
Why do you think no one's voted for you?
Because I have a master's.
We have a tie. In the event of a tie, the strongest link gets to decide who goes away. Who is the strongest link? Christian, as the strongest link, do you want to keep your vote as Dave? Or do you want to change it to... Dave?
One more time.
With 2 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. All right. God knows how much money you have. All I know is it's round 7. Well, it's not really round 7, but on my paper it's round 7. I'm going to take another 10 seconds off the clock. We're down to 2 minutes. We're going to start with strongest link from the last round. It's apparently Christian. Christian, are you okay?
Yeah.
Let's play the weakest link. Uh, 2 minutes are on the clock. Time starts when I find where I was. There you go. Time starts now. Which U.S. state is known as the Bluegrass State?
Kentucky.
Correct. What heavyweight champion boxer was also known as the Brown Bomber?
Muhammad Ali.
It's Joe Louis. Dogs Playing Which card game is a collection of paintings by
Poker.
C.M. Coolidge? Correct. Which unsuccessful Apollo program was launched in April 1970?
Apollo 9.
Apollo 13. Who plays groundsman Carl Spackler in the 1980 film Caddyshack?
Pass.
Bill Murray. Columbus Day in the U.S. is celebrated during which month?
October.
Correct. According to the Bible, Adam and Eve's 3 sons were Cain, Abel, and who?
Pass.
Seth. In the Bible, who led the Israelites across the Red Sea?
Moses.
Correct. What is the state capital of South Carolina?
Charleston.
Columbia. The terms forked and twister are associated with what body part?
I have absolute tongue.
Correct.
Oh.
Bank.
Who had ruled Spain? What? That's certainly not right.
We had a minute 5 left.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah,
It's all good.
We'll just keep going. 10 more questions, whatever. I've lost my place.
Spain.
Oh, it's up here. Who had ruled Spain for 36 years upon his death in 1975?
Carlos.
Francisco Franco. In the human body, what G is a unit of hereditary information on a chromosome?
Repeat that.
In the human body, what G is a unit of hereditary information
Genome.
on a chromosome?
Genome.
It's the gene. Bermuda, fescue, and carpet are all types of what?
Onion.
They're grass. What Portuguese navigator was the first to circle the globe?
Vasco da Gama.
Magellan is correct. How many holes are there usually in a 10-pin bowling ball?
3.
Correct. Which U.S. singer is known by the nickname J-Lo?
Jennifer Lopez.
Correct.
Bank.
Bank some more money. I don't know how to fix it. Oh, you know, I could just restart the damn thing. Yeah, let's just restart the damn thing. I know what boys like, boys like me. There we go.
You got a question? He said Vasco da Gama, of course. Yep, Magellan is correct.
What?
Nothing. I gotta tell that. You heard that. You said,
Hey! Yes! Can someone donate $1 every time I hit this button?
You asked him who was the first to circumnavigate the globe, and he said Vasco da Gama, and you said Magellan is correct.
I am the weakest link. Goodbye. All right. More insults. Let's burn through these. Who among you thinks that paint chips are part of a balanced breakfast? Who's too illiterate to even sign their name with an X? Who fell out of the tree of knowledge and hit every branch on the way down? It's time to vote off the weakest link.
I love it. How's it going, Cory?
I saw someone in the chat say, I love it when it turns into a train wreck. So here we are.
It's great. So,
Us too.
in that last round, Rob is statistically the strongest link, and Christian is statistically the weakest link. I just drew a picture of a giraffe.
He said my name. Was that about me?
Voting over. It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
I actually said Christian this time.
John.
Rob.
Great. What time is it?
2 of.
We've got 5 minutes left. The strongest link gets to decide who leaves. Who's the strongest link? That was Rob. Would you like to stick with Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Christian, with one vote, you are the weakest link.
Good game, guys. Right. That was fun.
Well, ain't this something? Lover versus lover. All right. Guys, I'm gonna set the clock to minute 30 now. We have a minute 30 to try to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row right.
All right.
Whatever you get right will be added to your bank. I don't even know what the bank is. We're really just here to determine who will be the weakest link. Are you ready? Here we go, round 8. We're going to start with the strongest link for last time. That was Rob, apparently. Somehow. Rob, are you ready?
Yep.
Let's play the weakest link. Time starts now. Buffalo, New York lies on which of the Great Lakes?
Superior?
Lake Erie. Zucchetto or zucchini, which is the skull cap traditionally worn by a Roman Catholic priest?
Zucchetto.
Correct. Which baseball player was nicknamed the Georgia Peach?
Pass.
Ty Cobb. In geography, what O is a word used to describe the islands of Central and South Pacific?
Oceania.
Correct. What word represents the letter Y in the NATO phonetic alphabet?
Yardbird.
Yankee. In science, what C is a colorless crystalline compound with a characteristically strong odor associated with mothballs?
Cyanide.
We're looking for camphor. Cyanide smells like almonds. Which Jungle Book character does Rudyard Kipling describe as a sleepy brown bear who teaches the wolf cubs the law of the jungle? Correct.
Bank.
What is the nickname for a native of Kansas?
Kansan.
It's a Jayhawker. Who is the first woman to be sworn in as a U.S. Supreme Court Justice?
The notorious RBG.
Sandra Day O'Connor, asshole. What nationality was the fashion designer Christian Dior?
Italian.
French. Bombay Sapphire is a type of what
Gin.
alcoholic... Was that?
Gin.
Correct. If there are 12 horses in a field and 1/6 of them are male, how many are female?
10.
Correct. What small device for keeping paper together was patented by a Norwegian inventor in
Paperclip.
1900?
Paperclip.
Correct.
Bank.
Which are the 2 main ingredients in a fluffernutter sandwich?
Peanut butter marshmallow.
Correct. What element on the periodic table is represented by the... Time is up. You could have banked your $1,000, but you didn't. $11,000 is in your bank. You know what? Here. Oh, wow. I really didn't program this well. All right. So, we're going to move on to the final round. And that is this button? Yeah. Your prize fund is not. This is time to determine who will be the strongest link of the night. You'll go back and forth, answering questions, penalty shootout style. Whoever gets the majority of their questions right before the other person has a chance to break that score will be the winner. Who is the strongest link from that last round? It's probably John.
Probably.
Yeah, it's definitely John. John, you get to go. You get to choose. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Sorry, first or second?
First.
Here is the first question. Christian is dying and I love it. Oh, question 1. What element on the periodic table is represented by the letter C?
Carbon.
That is correct. Christian,
Rob.
how are you? Correct. Rob, who directed the films Blade Runner and Alien Covenant?
Ridley Scott.
Correct. John, in 1935, which country was renamed Iran?
Persia.
That is correct. Robert, which planet is third from the sun?
Earth.
Locking that in?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. John, in the animal kingdom, a goby is the world's smallest what?
Mammal.
Nope, it's fish. That's a bold move, Cotton.
Desert.
Robert, get this and you break ahead. The fictional character Disco Stew appears in which cartoon series?
Simpsons.
Be a little less eager next time. Correct. John, what J is the culinary term given to vegetables which have
Julienne.
been cut into thin strips?
Julienne.
Correct. Robert, Guantanamo Bay is on which Caribbean island?
Cuba.
Correct. John, get this right to stay in the game. What sports participants ride around a velodrome?
Cyclists. Bicyclists.
Correct. Robert, get this right, and you win the game. What pork meat? No. What Nixon cabinet member won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1973?
Henry Kissinger?
That is correct. Robert, you are today's strongest link. John, you leave with nothing. Thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye. Shoot.
The 24-hour game show marathon is brought to you by MMCO Auto, with Porsche, Audi and Volkswagen dealerships and one of the largest selections of pre-owned vehicles in the Philadelphia area. Visit them at mmcoauto.com. MMCO Auto, dealerships that are a family. Turkey Hill, imported from Lancaster County, makers of fine drinks, ice cream, frozen treats, and more. Find locations and coupons at turkeyhill.com. Wawa. Wawa is your all-day, everyday stop for fresh, built-to-order foods, beverages, coffee, fuel services, and surcharge-free ATMs. Gotta have a Wawa. Find your closest Wawa at wawa.com. Newgrounds. Newgrounds.com has been the home of independent content creation for almost 2 decades. Find the future of animation, music, and art at newgrounds.com. Newgrounds. Everything by everyone.